competitive guy, as somebody who signed with this team, with the starting opportunity in mind, I mean, what was the frustration like the last couple of weeks with how the situation kind of went here?
I don't think it was that frustrating. No, I think for myself, I had a chance at the start of the year, and then get the injury really set me back there for a long time, and that kind of takes a water of the season there. And I think at that point now, the last 2 weeks there, Dev comes in. He played a great game against the Rangers, so I think we're just going to play who's winning, and I think he did a really good job coming in and playing really well, and unfortunately we come one game short of making the playoffs.
How do you balance the emotions of being supportive of him and the opportunity he's gotten versus wanting minutes for yourself when you are assumably healthy and ready to be out there?
For myself, it's always just about controlling what I can control. I mean, I'm going to cheer for him. He's my teammate. I want him to win. I want him to win every single game he can, and I want that. I don't want anything but that for himself and for the team. And he's such a great human being, such a great guy. I just want him to do as best I can. But for myself, I'm going to go out there and control what I can in practice, be the best goalie I can in practice, be the best goalie I can in the games I play. And that's all you can really do. You can't really change anything about the fact that he's playing. I mean, you want to play good because you want to play because you're playing good and playing good in practice and showing what you can do. You don't want to be the guy that goes in there hoping for other people to make mistakes so you play. I want him to do the best he can, so he pushes me to be the best I can, and that's, I think, the best relationship you can have.
What do you see for your future now? I mean, you've got Devin here, you've got Ukko here, two young goalies. What do you see for yourself? I mean, what's your future here, do you think?
Oh, I have no I don't really know. I mean,
what do you want, I guess? Do you want to still be here, or what do you want for your future?
I would love to be here. I had so much fun here. I love the guys here, love the fans here, love the atmosphere. I mean, first of all, this room is fantastic. The guys in this room are just the best you can ever ask for. I want to play for this group of guys as long as I possibly can. And I had so much fun here, so much fun being a part of this team. And I would want to be here as long as I can. And I'm really happy to be here with Upi and Dev. I mean, for myself, it's awesome. I mean, two great goaltenders, and we can all kind of push each other and see what happens from there. I mean, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. But I have no issues with being anywhere. I mean, for myself, it's just a lot of fun being here, and I want to be back here.
What did Craig mean for you? I mean, you didn't even see him that night. You got to come out at least be a part of it near the end. But
yeah,
what was all that like, and what was he like for you this year?
Craig's one of my best friends on the team. I mean, I sit next to him on the plane. We always hang out. I mean, all the goalies are kind of like, all four of us are really close, which is nice. I mean, it was funny. It was us, Dev, myself, and Craig last night on the plane talking for a long time and just kind of just throwing stuff around and kind of talking and having fun and joking around. And I mean, Craig's just kind of guy that you're just so happy to be a teammate with him because he has so much knowledge, so much experience, and I mean, he just became one of my better friends on the team, one of my best friends I've ever played with in hockey, and I'm just so happy to be able to share some time with him. And I'm so happy with how he went out, and the year he had was pretty phenomenal as well. I mean, I'm just so happy with how everything finished out, and a lot of guys get to write their own ending, and he wrote a perfect ending.
What was that like Thursday night?
That was special. I mean, you almost get teary-eyed in the room talking like after, before, and seeing his kids do the pregame stuff, and then they were on the plane and all this different stuff. Like, that's a lot of fun. Like that's the special things that you don't get to see behind the scenes. That what we said to him or what he said to the guys that you guys don't get to see. That's special to us, and it's fantastic. It's just a whole wide of emotions. I'm so happy for him and so grateful that I was able to be here with that opportunity with him.
You did get to start this season for the first time in the NHL regularly. What was it like to get the net, a couple times a week for a chunk of the season for the first time? How did it change you, I guess?
It was awesome, and I mean, I had a lot of fun doing it. I just wish that I wouldn't got hurt and would have kept going, and maybe could have got back on track there and kept things going. And unfortunately, that's hockey, that's life. I mean, you can't do anything about it, you can't change it. But it was a lot of fun getting an opportunity playing those games and just really learning. I think I learned a lot through it. I learned about how to handle myself, how to take different things away from it, and just different things like that. So I think it was a very good learning experience for myself, and just learning how to do a new task. I think it takes time to learn to do different things, and for myself, it was exciting. I mean, I haven't been a starting goalie in the NHL ever or in a long time. I mean, with the COVID year and all the different shutdowns, it was my first time really playing that many games in a row for a long time.
Given the uncertainty around your status, how important is it for you going forward to have the Islanders game and the Montreal game the way it kind of finished for you in a positive way?
No, for sure. I think since All-Star break or since then I was 5-1-1 to finish the season. So I was extremely happy with my finish and extremely happy with the way I was playing, considering coming back from injury and all this stuff. So I mean, once again, you can only do what you can do to control what you can control, and I just try to do the best I can. I mean, some games didn't always go great, but that's life, that's hockey. I mean, you try and do the best And just happy with the way it finished, and really happy that I gave my team a chance to win those games. I mean, luckily, I got like 11 out of 14 points at the end of the season. I'm pretty proud of that because that helped us on our push.
How are you going to look back on this period of being on an NHL team carrying 4 goalies? Like, looking back on it, it's kind of funny.
It's definitely different. Like, I mean, it's a different situation, but I think all 4 guys were here because they proved themselves and ability to be here. I mean, Dev had an unbelievable college year, deserved to be here, played great in his game against Rangers, so he deserves to be here. Craig's been a long-time NHL goalie. He's a fantastic season. He deserves to be here. Upi went on that run before the year, and he deserved to be here. I had a really good year last year and felt like I've deserved to be here as well. So all 4 of us were here for a reason, and we all did what we could. And unfortunately, we came a little short of playoffs, but we all had a lot of fun together. And I think Mike Bales did an amazing job of managing us and making sure we got the work we needed to get in. And I mean, for myself, it was fun. I mean, it's fun having 4 of the smartest people in the room around all the time.
What did you prove and learn about yourself this season?
I think it was my first time ever battling back from injury, so I'm really happy about that. Really happy once again the way I finished out, because I mean, a lot of times like you have an injury like that, an MCL injury, a lot of guys they can't come back and can't finish. So for myself, just to learn that I don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. If that happens, it happens, and I can learn to battle through it and get through it mentally and adversity and hit. And once again, I was happy with the way that after my injury, I finished up like 5-1-1, like I said. So I was really happy with that.
As a goalie, what do you think you have to address in the offseason for yourself, for your play?
Oh, there's a lot of things you're going to touch on. I mean, first of all, I'll go through the video. I'll rewatch a lot of the video, go through it with some of my coaches back home, and I go through with Bales. We'll go through and make sure that, and whatever we see, we'll touch on. I mean, there's always stuff you can learn on, stuff you can get better at. So for myself, it's about really making sure that you just break down every single part, seeing trends. I mean, you don't want to look at goals of one-off. So if you have one-off goals, you don't really adjust it so much. You look at more trends. You see, okay, this is a trend that was happening. Okay, how do I adjust this? Or this was a trend that was happening. How do I adjust this? And I think that's one of the biggest things you have to look at is those trends, and some kind of like go back to the video and relearn, because you can't, off of memory, you might think of something, oh, this is what I had to do. But if you really look back in the video and go back and adjust it, I think that's really learn the most from yourself in your game.
As a goalie, what's your reaction to seeing how offense in this league has just continued to increase? I mean, you look at the numbers this year, and it's kind of wacky to a certain extent.
I think it's fun. I think it's. I mean, the league's a lot more fun for myself. For myself, not as much fun. But I think for the casual fan, they love it. I think that's what you want. You want more offense. You want more scoring. That's what gets people in the building. I mean, everyone stands up when the goal scorer, right? So, and that's what they want to do. They all start cheering. So, I mean, that's what you want for a goalie. It's not as much fun, but I mean, I think that's the way it always goes. It goes in streaks. I mean, for a while there was really a goaltending dominant, defense dominant game, and I think whether it was a goaltending or the way the teams played, I think teams played a more defensive way. Like I remember when I first came to the league, it was talking about let's try and win this game 1-0, and now it's let's try and win this game 6-5. You know, it's different. Like it's just different. Like young guys are coming to the league. It used to be a bunch more old guys who played more defensive games and wanted to win at all costs and just keep it close. And now I think guys really want to win by scoring as many goals as they can. And I think that the skill has come alive in this league, and you can see it every single day in practice. I mean, what these guys do every single day. Before it used to be, okay, you run through your defensive drills and you get done, you get off the ice. Now it's guys are standing out there doing breakaways, stick handling, doing different shooting drills, doing different things to work on their game. And I think what you add in that dynamic is what you see now. You see these Tage Tomer and all these guys, and I mean McDavid. You see Zegras doing all these crazy things, and it's unbelievable. That's what's fun.